All right. So, excuse me. Hold on a second. All right. So before we begin, I just want to remind everyone that we are only 25 subscribers away from 300 subscribers here on the channel, which is our next goal. And so once we hit 300 subscribers, we'll have the next celebration live stream. We'll have a great time. Okay. So today I got SunChips. I have the Harvest cheddar flavor because it's the best flavor. And of course, you know, yeah. So when we talk about SunChips, so the thing about SunChips is that they're 100% whole grain, and so they're recognized as being one of the more healthier chips that you can find out there in the market. And another thing that sets SunChips apart is that they're square or rectangular, and they have this really extreme wavy look to them. And on top of everything else, even though they're whole grain, they still taste really good. No, the flavor of the cheddar, it's really strong. It really comes through really fast. And then the taste of the whole grain is actually really good and actually adds a really nice sweetness to the back side of the chip. And so, when I first saw these, I didn't think that they'd be very good. Just because I don't really like whole grain stuff. Like, I don't like whole grain bread because it just doesn't taste very good. And it has a really weird texture that I don't like. So, the only 3 flavors of this chip that I've ever seen are the Harvest cheddar, which I have here, the garden salsa, and the original. I've had the original and the Harvest cheddar. I've never had the garden salsa because I don't like garden, because I just don't like salsa. I'm not a salsa person. And so I never had any desire to try it. So, I also got some fun facts about SunChips here for you all, so we can learn some stuff together in this video. So this is an article from Eat This, Not That, that has six surprising facts about SunChips that we bet you didn't know. You know, just a fucking stupid placeholder. Unoriginal title for an article. This is from February 12th of 2020. It says, so fact number 1, SunChips bags were once deemed too loud. In 2010, the Frito-Lay, a division of PepsiCo that produces SunChips, decided to switch the packaging of the popular chip to a biodegradable version. They developed a 100% compostable bag, but there was a problem. The bags were too loud and crinkly. They weren't just a little loud. The noise created by snacking was so irritating that it became an internet joke, and SunChips witnessed an 11% drop in sales. Not ready to give up on their mission of reducing litter, Frito-Lay went back to lab and invented a much quieter bag in 2011. So, yeah, it's a pretty quiet bag, honestly. All right, fact number 2. They are truly made with the sun. In 2008, when consumers started flocking to more sustainable products, Frito-Lay made strides toward using sustainable energy. They created a solar power plant to reduce their manufacturer's dependence on coal-powered electricity, which in turn reduces the carbon footprint. So, the SunChips truly live up to their name. Their production process is powered by solar energy, aka the sun. And Frito-Lay deserves a pat on the back for their sustainability efforts. So, yep. They hold up to the name of the chip. Which is really good. It's good. Consumers prefer the salty flavors over the sweet flavors. Since the original flavor was produced, SunChips has come out with salty flavors like garden salsa, sweet and spicy barbecue, jalapeno jack, farmhouse ranch, and French onion. Newer flavors are sweet, like sweet potato with brown sugar, honey graham, honey nut, cinnamon crunch, and apple and caramel. According to Ranker's poll on SunChips flavors, the salty ones are far more popular than their sweet counterparts. Like, literally, I have not even heard of half of those. I've literally only heard... The only one on this list that I've heard of are the garden salsa and the French onion. Yeah. I've literally never heard of any of those. You just don't see them anywhere unless you're, like, actively out looking for them. Because I don't even think they have most of these flavors at, like, Walmart. Walmart has everything. What the fuck? There is a coveted SunChips flavor that you cannot buy. Baja Picante flavored SunChips can only be found in the Munchies Flamin' Hot snack mix, which also includes pretzels, Doritos, and spicy Cheetos. This flavor is so popular that there is an online petition asking Frito-Lay to make the flavor in its own bag. Satisfying, but with a kick, this mix of snacks is very popular and described as totally addicting. Sounds like the company might win with this breakout flavor. It's trying to kill me. So, yeah, it says, so it's Munchies Flamin' Hot snack mix. So it's just got nothing but spicy snacks inside. And I understand that people really like spicy food. But I am not one of those people who like spicy food. And the thing that I don't understand about the people who like spicy food is that they think that like the heat level of spicy food and like the actual quality food are on like a 1-to-1 scale. So the hotter something is, the better that it is. I've met so many people who think that, and that doesn't make any sense to me. That is just absolutely not true. Like, they say that spicy stuff is really healthy for you because capsaicin increases blood flow, increases heart rate, increases metabolism, all those other things. And maybe that's not a reason to be putting, that is not a reason to be putting spice on fucking everything. Or putting too much spice on anything, because if you have too much spice, it can cause you to have extreme GI problems. Like terrible stomach aches, horrifying diarrhea, acid reflux. Like, ugh. And I have acid reflux, and I can tell you, when you're sleeping in bed, and then you get woken up by an extreme burning sensation in your throat, and then you have to go throw up in the bathroom, that's not pleasant. That's terrible. Fact number 5. They actually aren't as healthy as you think. Despite being labeled natural, the ingredients that make up SunChips aren't really a healthy choice. While they are a better choice than Doritos, because of fewer artificial additives, they are still made with genetically modified corn. GMO corn has been altered in the lab to grow in less than optimal conditions with more output. GMO are generally doused in more pesticides, and they are altered to be able to handle larger applications of chemicals similar to Roundup. The ingredient in the chips associated with GMO corn is maltodextrin, which is known to cause gastrointestinal issues in some people. When it comes to nutrition, SunChips aren't the wholesome snack you thought they were. They pack a ton of sodium and a significant amount of fat per serving. So, it's just like, I mean, this is one of those facts where it's just like, yeah, SunChips are not as healthy as you thought they were. But at the same time, they're still probably the most they're still probably the healthiest chip that is available on the chip market, because they're not competing with foods that are more healthy. Like you can't compare a Sun chip or any kind of chip to just like a fucking stalk of broccoli. A broccoli is always going to win that fight. But if you compare SunChips to Cheetos, the SunChips are going to win every time in terms of their health value. And so they're not competing like yes, it's still a chip. It's still fried molded corn that gets mass produced for us to eat. Okay. But it's still healthier than any other chip that you can get, unless you're like going to like a frou-frou health store that sells like fried pea carcasses or something like that. Original SunChips are vegan. The original SunChips flavor is the only one made without milk products. On other snack labels, they may be disguised as whey cheese, lactose, or casein. They are also made without palm oil, which is associated with the devastation of the rainforest. Damn, devastation of the rainforest. That's a pretty heavy term. Yeah. I like the original SunChips flavor because it's nice and salty, and it just tastes like a regular, it tastes kind of like a tortilla chip. But, it tastes kind of like a tortilla chip, but it's still got that whole grain sweet aftertaste that I really like, actually. And since this is whole grain corn and not whole grain wheat, that might be the reason why I like it more. Because I do not like whole grain bread. I don't think I've ever eaten a whole grain tortilla before. I think I've just eaten white flour tortillas. But, yeah. Okay. So, this was the list of six SunChips fun facts. Well, I talk and rant about these. These are really good. If you've never had SunChips, specifically the Harvest Cheddar flavor, please go try it. It's great. You won't regret it. As a reminder, we are only 25 subscribers away from 300 subscribers here on the channel. That's our next big goal. Whenever we hit that mark, I will announce the next live stream date. And we'll all have a generally great time answering your questions, playing more games, that kind of thing. If you all enjoyed this video, then please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to see more content just like this in the future. Whenever you all do that for me, it helps me stay motivated to make more content for you all in the future. Once again, thank you all for watching. Until next time, bye!